Danny, your thoughts on the performance today?
It was really good, really enjoyed it. And it's sometimes a bit sweeter and a bit more endurable when we've had a little bit of a tough time recently in terms of performances and results not going our way. But, you know, we won one in our last 3 league games, and it's 2 and 4 now, so the stats look a little bit brighter just on that one win. Another clean sheet, and what's important now, the lads appreciate how well they worked. You know, a few lads played out there, a few walking wounded, a few niggly injuries, but they played through it for the cause. And now it's important we go to Carlisle and back it up, because after our last away game at Harrogate League game, we don't want to get that regular thing where you do well and then you go away and lose one. And we've got to make sure we go to Carlisle and give them a good game, because we showed today what we're all about as a team. You know, Mandy dropping into midfield, doing ever so well. I thought Tyrone was excellent at the back. Cole Clough was back to his best. Not that he's been away from it, but obviously with the injury and that, he's been in and out of the team. So he started today, scored a good goal, loads of pluses, and like I said, the clean sheet was massive, because you didn't want them getting a scrappy goal near the end. It just would have put a little bit of a dampener on the day. Now I think we've overtaken Notts County. The league table still looks nice.
You still look at individuals as well. I know it's a team game and everything like that, but what Raheem Shackelford's been through for the past year or so with his injuries, coming in and out the side as well, to put in a performance like that today as well shows real character, doesn't it?
It does, and I think sometimes you find that when you go up a level, it sometimes brings your standards up a level as well. So I think there's a few players this year who've been in our National League days who have not only stepped up to the plate, but probably improved from last season in their performances. Now, albeit Sheck has only played a couple because of his injury, but I think I saw things today from him on that pitch that you didn't quite see in the National League. And hopefully he's come back from this injury with the operation, which hopefully cured that persistent hamstring he had, touch wood. And I think you saw a player that, you know, looks a League 2 fullback, to say the least. So it's only one performance. No one's getting carried away. I think you saw we won at Barrow and then lost the next couple of games. I think after disappointing of MK the other night, because it was disappointing in terms of the early goals, sending off all sorts, loads of fans and nothing to sing about. Today was complete opposite.
You got a clean sheet, which is most important to you as well, but that wouldn't happen had it not been for a brilliant Max Thompson save in the opening stages of the game.
Great save. I think the liner put his flag up, didn't he, at some point, but I think that was for the follow-up, but I'm not sure. But it was a great save. I think Raheem, as you've just mentioned, did well and cleared one off the line from a free kick when we were down to 10 men because Tyrone was off the pitch, and things like that are great. We asked them to organise, whether it be open play, set pieces, and you know that what makes a good team. And the gaffer said many a time, we've got some good players, let's become a good team, and I think today was a step in the right direction.
I think the team seemed to build from that save by Max Thompson as well, and then it seemed to settle down. And I know the awful weather conditions and everything, but I mean a great finish from Ryan Colclough as well. He's had his issues on and off the field, we know, but what a finish from him.
It was a great finish, and I thought he worked his socks off without the ball as well, you know, and I think the supporters played a big part in that performance today, because in half I really couldn't believe it was nearly 8,000 here, by the way, with the weather. As you can see, my hair's moved by about a centimetre, so that shows it's very windy. And you look at the atmosphere, considering the rain, the wind, and it's brilliant because it helps us, because I've been involved with games like this at other clubs, and when it's like this weather-wise, the whole place feels flat. And I think, like you say, after that good save from Max, and we really built some momentum, we had attack after attack. You go a goal up, and I think after that support was brilliant, and I'd like to think we gave them loads to sing about today.
That counter-attack as well, it epitomised Chesterfield, didn't it, for the second goal?
Yeah, definitely. As I say, the manager likes to play his way, and I think you saw the real positives of that today, the free-flowing attacking football. But you can only do that if those players, flair players as he calls them, work their socks off without the ball, and they did. I think the four up front, including Will Grigg, were excellent in terms of their work rate. As I say, Manny playing in a different position, Dobbs playing a bit deeper. Has been one of the four, but obviously he played deeper when he had to. Banks, he had a sore knee before the game, had battered on through. The back four I thought were immense, and so was the goalie. So without missing out anyone, including the subs that come on, really good day. And you've got to enjoy these days, because we had nearly every week was like this, wasn't it, last season? And this year it's a little bit different than that, albeit we're still only a point or two off the playoffs and 5 points off automatic.
You've had to bring a couple of players back from the loan spells. Kane Drummond came on Tuesday night as well, but he's got his first EFL goal today, supplied by his old schoolmate James Berry as well. I mean, that's a lovely story, isn't it?
Yeah, considering they're both excluded in Year 7 as well, which is good. It's a great story, and they come from Macclesfield. They know each other, they know each other's runs, etc. And like I said the other day, you send Kane on loan or Bailey Hobson not to get him out the way, but to be selfish, because we want them to improve, play first team football, and come back with us. So yes, obviously we've called them back due to injuries. There's no beating around the bush, but God, you know, we wouldn't call them back if we didn't think they could fill anyone's boots. And to bring Kane Drummond on for someone of the stature of Will Grigg shows the faith we've got in Kane, and I'm so glad for him that he's got his first league goal for the club.
Can you clear up how Bailey Hobson's allowed to play for the club? Because he wasn't initially on the 22, was he?
No, he's been called back. He's been put in the squad. There is a reason behind that, which I won't go into now. It's not been confirmed that I could talk about it. But next week, probably not even that, you'll find out.
Okay. Obviously, moving on, then you've got Wigan on Tuesday night. The game's come thick and fast. I mean, obviously, you've got this sort of injury issues with clubs. Are any players likely to be available for you for Tuesday that are not available for today?
DJ can play. He can play in it. In terms of injuries, Tom Naylor's the nearest, but it's whether we decide to risk him in the squad or you know, save him for Carlisle and be involved in them potentially. Could be, he'll definitely be involved for Carlisle. The others, sadly, I don't think so. And Matt Gaffer made the point in there that the same squad and group today will have to go again Tuesday. Probably not exactly the same 11, I would imagine not. But I think it's a good game. Like I say, it's some money at stake, a few games from Wembley. Sometimes you've got to get through these sticky periods, i.e. at MK Dons with 10 men for God knows how long. For every MK Dons away, there's a Tranmere at home, and as the season goes on, we're going to have more of these days than those days.